So to repeat myself immediately for our YouTube viewers, I poked at a walkthrough briefly, and it turns out we're a little over halfway through this. That's not super great, but I think a lot of that's down to the fact that I was roaming the open world thing, and I think I'm just going to commit to not touching the open world. Like, unless there's something very specific I want to beeline. Because, wheels stuck in mud is how I would describe that area. I have already given it 2 negatives. Probably going to blossom into a 3rd, honestly. It is noticeably worse than the rest of the game. So, let's get back to the actual game, which isn't the open world nonsense. Also, we're still at like 63% for how far we've gotten in the game. You've got... Listen, Kira, why not? Listen. I was also double-checking. That was weird. It turns out that, yeah, actually, they have announced that they're in production of the 3rd game, which is a weird thing to do. And you're probably thinking, what? I haven't seen an announcement. Yeah, that's because it was at a shareholder meeting. So, grain of salt on that one. Honestly, what I tend to do is I find an outlet that is safe, Kraken-san. You're actually kind of looking at it. Video games are an excellent degauser, in my opinion. Maybe because they let you vent, maybe because they let you escape, maybe because they distract you, maybe because they engage your brain about something that isn't the doom and gloom. There are multiple methods and vectors by which video games can help to get your mind off the fact that the world is on fire right now. Speaking of... Yeah, fresh reminder. Elder Scrolls 6 only started production earlier this year. They announced it like 9 years ago now. 8 or 9 years, I forget exactly how long. No, admittedly. And I called that things would get bad. Oh, and no, Van Falkenstein. I didn't even know it existed. That's an ATST.
Come on, get up here. I've got you. I don't feel so great.
And sorry, when I say just last year, let me be very clear. I mean a few months ago. Within the earlier this year is what I mean. Marin is pretty awesome, which is always nice. No, Bethesda, amusingly, was not super hit hard by the layoffs. So far. Remember, there is a second wave of layoffs planned. Okay, that was strange. What? Totally not jank. Oh yeah, they crushed id. They crushed some of the side studios, like the studio which was working on Fallout 76, and the studio which was working on Elder Scrolls Online. But those aren't core Bethesda. Like, I think those studios actually had Bethesda in the name, but that's not Bethesda, you know what I mean?
The Spammel must have found shelter. This way. The Spammel saved us.
So we can forgive it for leaving us to die.
Agreed. Okay. Should be set for the night.
Sit. Tell me what adventures you and BD have had since we last saw each other.
Alright. Same as always. Fighting the Empire, helping out where we can. Not staying in one place too long. And, I think we might have found something special. A place where the Empire can't find us. But it would mean leaving the fight. And well, the fight is all I know.
Cal. Look into the fire. It will warm you. Keep you company. On dark, lonesome nights, yes? But left unchecked, it will consume everything in its path. Until there is only ash. But on a cold night, like tonight,
It's huge.
a warm fire is perfect. And the company is not so bad either.
I missed you, Marin.
And I you. I had to leave, Cal. In order to see the galaxy on my own terms.
What'd you find?
Myself. Reflected in all the places and people I encountered. Dathomir will always be my home, but it does not need to define me.
I never understood why you left. But sitting here now, it's clear you made the right choice.
You missed a spot.
Morning.
The weather has cleared. Let's go.
Oh, yeah, the dark side is evil, and she's obviously evil, too. Wait, seriously? I think this is our first plot-mandated upgrade. Yeah. We got 2 because we were exploring earlier.
Let's hope we don't need it.
I mean, most deserts get pretty cold at night, so...
Well,
Speaking from personal experience, by the way.
Yes, we did.
I'm glad we got to see each other again. How long are you staying on Jeddah?
I don't know. But I am excited to see Grease. How is he these days?
Not bad. He opened up a cantina. Pyloon Saloon.
He named it after his great-grandmother.
Nothing's more important to Grease than family.
Yeah, that's the truth. Please don't kill Greaves, game. I know you can. I'm just saying. Please don't. Yeah, Saul has decided to set up in Jedi. Alright, I'm out! I'm out! Peace!
Hello, my friend.
Oh, hey.
So very good to see you.
Khadgar!
Master Cordova. It's an honor. I never thought I'd meet you in person.
The honor is mine, Count. Seers told me everything. You have demonstrated great bravery and wisdom in the face of overwhelming adversity. You chose well? Well, I wouldn't go that far.
The Empire has claimed the ruins. We'll have to find another rendezvous point.
Unfortunate. But at least the storm covered your tracks. Come. Come, let me escort you inside.
Have fun, Clace.
Master Cordova, did you find the Zepho?
Only faint traces of their passage, heading deep into the unknown regions.
Sorry to hear that.
As it goes. Ultimately, that failure inspired me to seek out other Jedi survivors. That search led me back to my old apprentice.
Wait, hold up, hold up, hold up. Jedi Survivors, roll credits, kind of. It's only one letter off, it counts.
The archive is this way.
Also, not to put too fine a point on it, but a missing Jedi in this era is probably dead.
How have you been faring, Cal?
That doesn't sound good.
I've had a few scrapes, but I'm still breathing.
And I'm glad for it. I heard some news about a Jedi terrorist on Coruscant not long ago.
You were on Coruscant?
Oh, sure.
Mantis looks like it's seen better days.
You should see the other guys. This base is well hidden.
Yes. Well, the Empire's presence has grown these past years. They are much too strong to fight directly, but we do what we can.
So, the way that the Inquisitors slash hands slash everything have always worked has always been kind of strange. And near as I can tell, just kind of depends on the author. For example, I'm almost positive in the X-Wing books, there was actually a device that could scan you for Force. This predates the existence of midichlorians, so it was just scanning you for Force sensitivity. I swear something like that was in the Jedi Academy trilogy as well, but I kind of barely remember the Jedi Academy trilogy because it kind of sucked. However, the version that I've always kind of settled on is that what they do is they just cast a really wide net for anything unusual. And that gets filtered through either Comp Noir, if it exists in that particular continuity, or the ISB or something. Yeah, exactly. Pure mass surveillance. Any blips are investigated, and some of the blips turn out to be real, and there you go. That's the solution.
Coming, Cal. It is critical, of course, that our work remains secret.
What work exactly?
Better to ask Seer yourself. Meanwhile, Marin and I will greet our new arrivals. So, how was the desert?
Cold, stormy, and too many Imperials.
Not my preferred weather forecast. But more common by the day. Where did you weather the storm?
A cave past the old market. Our Spammel friend showed us the way.
You've a habit for making new friends wherever you go.
A survival instinct, perhaps.
I intercepted some Imperial communications. Your reputation is growing.
Was there fear in their voices?
Quite a bit, yes.
Good. How are you feeling?
Better. That tea you brought me was wonderful.
Aw. No, my point, Malachor, was back when Compnor existed, because near as I can tell, it doesn't anymore. Compnor was, among other things, in charge of the ISB, but also a huge amount of information processing and propaganda, which means nice, big, sweeping net, which has nothing to do with the hands. Compnor apparently exists in the AU. I normally don't ask this question, but citation? Where does it exist? I haven't even heard of it being in the AU.
Reeves must be in the kitchen. We'll meet up with him later.
Oh, sorry, for those of you in chat who don't know, we're talking about Commission for the Preservation of the New Order. It is a brilliant bit of world building back in the EU, which does some really cool stuff. Obviously, it's essentially no presence in the AU, which is fine. Is this a new hub? Hi, Lilumlas. Somehow. Is the ISB still part of Compnor? Bonus question. Is there an Imperial intelligence separate from the ISB? Because from what I saw, they kind of merged the two into one. Appears there's not really much I can do here right now. Okay. Including... What do you want me to do, game? You do... Why didn't the door open then? Okay, whatever. Let's go back to the room that I was just at. Come on, game. Open up. There's a thing on the wall. There's a puzzle. I'll admit I wasn't even looking for a puzzle. Which probably explains why I didn't see one.
Just keep trying. It's not like Brother Armai is to break contact. Cal Kestis.
Now she's dead.
Welcome to Jedi. I knew the storm wouldn't deter you.
You're rebuilding the temple archives.
And we're trying. As long as this knowledge remains, the legacy of the Jedi survives.
It's incredible. But something tells me there's more to this than just holobooks.
Yes. We're a part of a network, known as the Hidden Path. We provide safe passage and new identities to those who have been persecuted by the Empire.
Hunted by the Empire, like Jedi survivors?
Roll credits again! And yeah, I noticed the blocking there. She's way over there. Even the camera's having trouble keeping the two in frame.
Very few of us remain. But yes, and Force sensitives, and those who help them.
Why didn't you tell me?
You never asked.
Yep, not to put too fine a point on it, but remember when he saw Grease? Grease was like, oh my god, hug! Like, first thing, right? Cal got down on his knee to get at his level, just so they could do a proper, big old bear hug, right? When he saw Marin, she's like, oh, it's you. And they're nice and happy and snarky and fond, and she's scooching close to him. Sarah is over there. That's some nice storyboarding right there. Thank you very much for the sub, Mr. Ed. Please stop giving me money. I'll put that towards Shadow Hearts 1. Shadow Hearts Covenant, which I'm going to assume is 2. And let's see, who isn't a sub right now? Kitten Fan! You pick something.
I hear you've been busy making yourself the Empire's most wanted.
I wanted to prove to the galaxy that the Empire isn't invulnerable. That you can resist. That you have to fight if things are gonna get better. But then they just listen to the propaganda and they pretend they're free anyways.
You chose a hard path.
And it hasn't made a difference.
Well, while the Empire's trained its eyes on you, we've been able to build the network. Find allies. And save lives.
We might even build a rebel alliance someday.
When you left, now you've just given up. I was wrong.
Cal, you were just a child when they sent you off to war. You know, there was a time when I remember that the Jedi were more than just weapons. But we both have our roles to play in this struggle.
Yeah, but that's why I'm here. Seer.
Will you get a load of this? Hey, Seer, you can't say it ain't short on personality, but kind of creepy, though.
Well, it's good to see you too, Grease. Well, hello, BD.
Okay.
So, how was your time in the desert?
The storm covered our tracks, but the Empire destroyed one of your speeders.
It's a small price to pay for everybody's safe arrival.
I'm sorry I wish I could pause this while you could still see the screen. First of all, yeah, why are we bringing Bode in here? Just in general. Second of all, you notice how even Marin is physically closer to Seer than Cal is, who is deliberately keeping a step back over there?
And who's this?
This is Bodokuna. He's a friend.
It's so nice to finally...
He's gonna betray us later.
It's not good trouble.
Yeah, they got closer a little bit, and then right back to distance.
Yes. Now, what brings you all to Jeddah?
We're searching for a lost planet. Tanalorr, you ever heard of it?
It's on the other side of a deadly nebula called the Kobo Abyss.
Well, our archives are far from complete, but I'm sure Master Cordova's up to the task.
With pleasure.
The trouble is, we're not the only ones looking for this place.
I knew this was sounding too easy.
The guy's name is Dagan Gera. He was a Jedi. Now he leads a band of raiders on the Outer Rim. There's an old temple there. Dagan intends to reclaim it.
A Jedi temple out of the reach of the Empire could mean that there's information there that we don't have in the archive.
I believe I have something. Oh, you're too kind, BD. I'll start with the bad news.
Oh, boy. This guy knows his audience.
I found no information related to crossing the Kobo Abyss. However, I found 2 mentions of this Dagan Gera. He had a retreat on Kobo, and records show him frequently visiting a laboratory on its moon.
Okay, we'll check him out.
If you find anything, bring it to me. I am happy to assist further.
Thank you. Both of you.
You're welcome, Cal. I hope you find what you're searching for.
May the Force be with you.
And with you.
Notice, once again, I love how quietly they emphasize how distant Seer and him are. You notice how Cordova crosses his arms and gives a light bow of thing, and Cal does his own little thing in response, and Seer just turns away and walks away. Yeah, she's dead. Okay.
I will escort you back to the Mantis.
So you're not joining us?
I cannot.
But having 2 players for this would be really awesome. Yeah, Cordova's... Cordova's from the first game. What do non-Force users do to get through that room?
Hey, Cal, hold on. I've had this since I started freelancing. It's gotten me out of some bad situations, and I figured it might do the same for you. It's Marin, right? Well, I could get another one if you think you might want it.
No need. Both.
Yeah, you're good. Okay.
The Master always frowned upon using blasters.
You once said it wasn't the weapon that makes you a Jedi.
It's us against the galaxy, Cal. We've got to use every advantage we can find against the Empire.
Thanks, Bode.
Now, I'll show you how to use it.
Blaster stance. I was about to say, stop. The whole lightsaber only thing. I get the class fantasy, for lack of a better way to put that, but come on. I'm telling you, we need all kinds of weapons for Jedi. Or Force users, I should say. Okay.
A real stormtrooper won't stay still.
Gotta start somewhere.
There you go. Not bad.
The spinning! The spinning! Hang on. One more. Woo! Okay.
How long have you been working for Seer?
I do not work for Seer.
Right. My mistake.
So, lightsaber charges blaster.
Who does?
Impressive.
You got it, Cal.
Well, I'll try this out for a minute. See what we think of it.
So where are we headed first? Back to Kobo? Or its moon?
Let's get Kobo out of the way.
I think we should check out the High Republic settlement first.
Yeah, let's scope it out. Dagan Gera was bound to leave something behind.
It's nice seeing you again, Marin.
You too, Cal. Good luck. Perhaps I will still be here when you return.
Hope so.
Anyway, she's dead too, obviously. Killed by Bode. And now that's our revenge thing, is we have to go kill Bode.
Where to go?
We have to not give in to the dark side. That's the important part. Oh, that's true. That could be Jedi 3. Where we play as BD.
Maybe those anchorites aren't so bad after all.
Didn't you call them weirdos?
Jedi Salvation.
Before Seer told me they're helping those poor refugees hide from the Empire.
That right?
Yeah, working with the group called the Hidden Path. Real hush-hush stuff, so keep it in the family.
Understood.
It was nice to see everyone again.
Yeah, it really was. So, Cordova thinks we'll find out how to cross the abyss by tracking down Dagon's old haunts?
That's right. You ever been there?
Once. Used to be a settlement. Now it's just a bunch of crumbling stone spires and creepy ruins.
No, I've got it. I like Arathon's idea. So, Jedi 3 is a rogue, right? Probably a rogue reset. And BD's like, and the person's like, I'm a Jedi? Oh my god. And then they get a lightsaber, and then they accidentally kill themselves. And BD's like, Okay. BD goes to find another Jedi. I'm a Jedi? Oh my gosh! This time they don't kill themselves instantly. But they die to their first stormtrooper. It's like, okay. And you just kind of keep trying to find... You just start chipper shredding, right? You just start processing hundreds and hundreds of Jedi potentials until you find the one true Jedi who then dies to Darth Vader.
This is your captain speaking, inviting you to grab some seat so we can land.
I mean, they've had weirder Star Wars games. Have you actually played Yoda Stories? Because I have. The Game Boy version, specifically.
Master Cordova's research shows an abandoned settlement past the east side of the valley.
Oh, it's a terrible game.
Check it out.
It's not a good game. What I find funny, though, is if you look up reviews of the game, they all complain about the graphics and nothing else. And it's like... I mean, forgive me for flaunting my reviewer cred for a second, but there are other things you can look at other than graphics and sound, guys. It's from when the game came out. It's like 2001 or whatever. 98, I don't know, somewhere around that range. You know, I don't care. I don't care. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. I mean... Evo's making a game right now, and I wish her nothing but fortune and well wishes on that. But the reason people are going to buy her game is because the artwork is gorgeous. That's not an insult. The artwork is gorgeous. She is a fantastic artist, and it has a very unique visual style. But that is why most people are going to see and stick with her game. I should mention it has an interesting story and some legitimately interesting gameplay mechanics. But the art is why people are going to buy it. I can name a lot of examples of that in gaming, and honestly, it just kind of depresses me a little bit, because people will excuse a lot of bad design on both axes in exchange for the game looking cool. Can I blame people for that? Yes. Well, right now she hasn't even made a trailer yet. Or I guess I should say I haven't made a trailer for her. I'm waiting for her to get me some footage. Then I'll play around with it.
Found you, intruder.
No, I know who Thor. And it's... That's exactly why I say I can blame people for that, because... You know... This thing does not do a lot of damage, does it?
We should be getting pretty close.
See, I've literally already explored this area. So I'm curious where you want me to go, game. I wonder, can I just... No, I cannot. Okay, whatever. Yep, that stormtrooper is the best. That's a good question, Plutonian. Oh, it's at the bat. Well, okay. Fine, sure, whatever. To the bat! What? The bat, man.
That's the way through. Let's do it.
Well, so far it's the two sabers, Dick the Walker. I'm going to try out the blaster one for a while. And I should probably try out the dual saber one. I wouldn't want to be caught fighting a boss with anything other than the two sabers, though. Honestly, I know I've only fought a couple, but so far, not really impressed with the bosses in this game. It's weird.
Yeah, let's keep our distance this time.
Everything birds. I mean, that's exactly why a lot of marketing releases will say, from the designer behind such and such, or from the writer behind such and such. That, admittedly, also irritates me, I'm not going to lie. But much less so, because at least there's a logic behind that, right? And yeah, I hate to praise Nintendo for the 17th time this week, but you know, one thing that Nintendo does really well is sell its story and gameplay in its trailers. I will once again point to the Donkey Kong Bonanza trailer. Or the Mario Kart World one, or any of them, really. There's quite a few. Where am I? Mario Odyssey, Mario Wonder.
Very nice.
Breath of the Wild. Tears of the Kingdom. Well, it's up there. Yeah, I saw that the Pokemon Company is shutting down the Pokemon Bank for some reason.
Will be agile and lethal in close combat.
I will eliminate target from range with blaster fire.
Target weaponry can deflect blaster fire.
I actually stopped following the lawsuit on Palworld, so I have no idea where that is. I hope Nintendo lost, but I don't know where they're at on that. Hi.
Enemy area of operations.
Already on.
Target dog.
Oh, whoops, I'm in the right stance. By which I mean, the stance I'm not trying to use. Dude, screw Palworld. A boring, dumb game made by scammers.
Check it out, BD.
I still hope Nintendo lost. Among other reasons, because Nintendo was in the wrong on that.
Get off me!
Also because Nintendo's legal team needs a flick on the nose.
He's dead. I gotta get out of here.
Oh, that's something I remember from Jedi Fallen Order. Oh, I did, Simple Gamer. Idiot. The C-Suiters, I should say, not the manager. The manager is apparently legit, but... I mean, try to be shocked. C-Suiters are terrible. Water's wet, despite what Mockingbird says. Yeah, perhaps ironically, the single biggest marketing push Palworld ever got was Nintendo suing them. You'll notice that it was sufficiently successful that the devs have actually kept developing Palworld. Which, if you don't understand why that's significant, that is the first time they've ever stuck with a game. So for the people who enjoy that game, you're welcome, I guess.
This place is in ruins.
That's lava, Cal. That's not ruins. Oh, for God's sakes. You know, I wasn't a big fan of the bounty hunter mechanic in the last game either.
Bounty hunter. Haxton and Brood tracked us down.
Ah!
I've got more for you.
Buddy! Right here, buddy!
Oh, God. Quicker!
Oh, nicely done.
Boot rockets.
Page Vander. This mud scuffer picked up your trail outside the outpost.
Cal. Sounds like you've been watching us.
We've all been watching, Cal. Not every newcomer introduces themselves by taking down one of Ravis's boys, which, by the way, nice touch. Love a big entrance.
Thanks. So what do you want?
What I want, Cal, is to reward you for every one of these that you take down. Not the only one who came to Kobo for a little peace and quiet. Take these off, bounty hunters, and I'll trade you something nice.
It's the prey mechanic.
More bound to be on the way.
Exactly. Lucky for you, I've got eyes and ears about. Drop by the saloon, and I'll help you get a jump on those hunters.
All right. I'll think it over. Everybody's got rockets except me.
Seriously, can we get rocket boots finally?
Look at this. Come on, buddy. We still gotta find Dagon's retreat. Nice job.
You just gonna chill here?
So you didn't feel like helping me out there?
For free? I don't think so.
Okay, well.
Feel the planet and everything connected. Then reach out.
I think there! I felt it.
Just so. Very good, Padawan.
That would be cool, Dinko. Whatever. All right. I like how the game's like, no, you should go back here. Okay, fine, game. All right, what stupidly obvious thing I'm missing? Like, everything about the game is telling me I need to get up there so I can get to the bird you can't see, but it's right... Oh, there it is, right over there. So I can fly that way. How do I get over there? Like I said, it's always something stupid. It's just so frustrating sometimes. Because it is always some stupid little thing.
Toss me one, BD.
Okay, I'm gonna switch to rib stance for a second. Okay, now we'll go back to the crab stance. Every other stance is the crab stance, by the way. All of them. I mean, I don't want to go too much into this, but ever since I've played Breath of the Wild, I look at every other game with climbing and traversal mechanics, and I just shake my head like, really? Tears of the Kingdom was actually more so, but the same point applies.
All this piece of junk work. Maybe I'll just smash this stupid thing apart.
Hi, Dream Whisperer. No, what's funny is I went pretty much straight from Assassin's Creed style climbing to, no? Come on, man. Still no. To Breath of the Wild, like, just by coincidence. Let me tell you, that's a shift. Got it. Okay. That's just... It feels like I need to be able to do something to adjust the aim, and yeah, whatever. I could actually name one Assassin's Creed game. Oh, that's actually a good point. Plutoni has a good point. It does show it as red, so if I had bothered to check the map, it would have told me, nope. Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, and I just realized there's actually a second one, Assassin's Creed Unity. Those two in specific. Unity had this whole new system of traversal, which they only used for that one game, probably because it was highly dependent on the terrain itself, like actually designing and painting the terrain. And Brotherhood added something seemingly pathetically small. So minuscule. It's a hook. And what that means is you can climb and you can climb, and then you could do one additional little hook and use that to fling yourself upwards. And that seems like such a minor thing, but trust me, if you haven't played Revelations, Assassin's Creed Revelations, it is a huge sea change to how you navigate that game. And yeah, I said Brotherhood earlier on accident. What I meant was Revelations. Look, I didn't get to bed till like 3 last night. I don't want to hear it.
We're not the only ones looking for something here. Think it could be Dagon? A coupler. Power source should be nearby.
Okay, we can aim. Ooh. Ooh. Anyways, let's aim that away.
Nice find. Let's take this back to Z.
Yeah, Unity had this whole thing, but again, it only really worked in Paris.
Hostile here.
Like, you couldn't do Unity's climbing in 4, for example. The terrain literally doesn't support it.
Welcome, Jedi.
Is that Centauri Kree? Find something?
And yeah, I agree that Assassin's Creed 3 probably had the worst overall parkour. It actually felt very ancillary to the rest of the game. Which is funny, because the combat was certainly a thing in that, but that's a whole other topic. Yeah, sure. Zhuang. It's literally a button press. The problem is you can only have 2 equipped at a time. Oh, actually, yes. There is another stance, which I can't pull up right now, which is just lightsaber. There's lightsaber, dual saber, twin sabers, and then lightsaber plus blaster. And those are all the stances so far. By what, stupid? Assassin's Creed 3? Yes. Can confirm. I mean, that wouldn't surprise me at this point, Plutonic. Physics, ladies and gentlemen.
Learn to harness Kobo matter in order to prepare yourself to traverse the abyss. But in success, will you also find an ever greater connection to the Force?
Kobo matter. I beat Nuki. General Hazardous.
I understand, Master. Now may I be excused?
You have somewhere to be. Very well, but return later.
Thank you. I will.
Deep substrate. Sorry.
Let your connection with the Force guide you towards our shared goal. Tanalor.
Centauri Kree was training Jedi for the journey through the abyss.
I think part of the problem is, and this is a solvable problem, but I think part of the problem is that they're already using their shoulder buttons for stuff that isn't modifiers, right? Because shoulder buttons tend to be some really good things for doing that kind of design when you're setting up a controller. I mean, in Kingdom Hearts, to use a very, very basic example. You want to cast a spell? No problem. You've got your spells, but then you can just hold down, R and switch between 4 additional spells. You can also do that with L at that point. Now you have 8 spells. Bam. Right? You could also just do a weapon wheel. Freeze / slow the game. Rotate between the stance you want. Boom. Done. Like, there's solutions is what I'm trying to say. We have had... I was actually talking about this with the Lore Runner recently. PC games, in general, have how do I put this? Sucked in terms of control design for a very long time because a lot of the designers didn't bother. They didn't try, for lack of a better way to put it, because they had an entire keyboard to work with. And I think you killed the bot. I'll have to put it back up in a second. Controller designers for a while there actually had to get creative and inventive with how to make running something like an RPG with 6 buttons essentially work. And so they got thinking about it. They're like, okay, hang on, how do we make this happen? How do we actually do controller design? How do we do input design? How do we do interface design? All those tiny little things that nobody gives a damn about, apparently, but was very helpful. I will say PC games eventually caught up there, but you know what I mean, right? For those of you who played PC games in the 80s and 90s, you know exactly what I mean when some of those games just controlled weird. Anyways, let me see if I can pull up the bot here, because it looks like it hard crashed. There we go. And to answer your question, since you did ask a question there, is it possible to give a game positives for voice acting but negatives for voice direction? If any game would qualify for that off the top of my head, it would be Final Fantasy X. Because, yeah. We know that those are good voice actors, and we know that there is terrible voice direction. But we know that. We know that definitively. Thanks to behind-the-scenes material and tons of information since then. I admit I'm having trouble thinking of a specific circumstance in which I could see that happening. I'm not saying it's impossible, it's just I'm having trouble literally picturing it. A positive to voice direction but not for voice acting is almost impossible, because voice direction can make voice acting work. Now, usually it's only the other way around. Or I guess I should say inverted. God, am I just stupid today? Just moves that. Okay. And that broke that, and that, let me get to that. That's actually a good point, because we know that the actress who plays Erebeth in Neverwinter Nights is a good actress. She is still a good actress. She is still acting. She is still an active actress. Although, the last time I heard her in something was in WoW. Dragonflight, Flame Remaining. And yeah, Erebeth was just kind of like, Well, yeah, I can, but like, and? Now what? Like, I had to put it here. I had to get it to this point. But there seems to be no benefit to putting it here. Okay, Pumpernickel, tell me the solution real quick. I did not turn off the music. I want to make a point here really quick, but I need to know. Carry it outside. Okay. Okay, so my point is actually valid. So let's talk about this, okay? Let's talk about how this puzzle is a bad puzzle. All right, so let's rewind a second. So we walk into this room. Big, obvious, glowing thing we can interact with. There was Kobo matter in the way up there, so now we have a target to crack. Because everything about this visually indicates, the visual language is, interact with that, break that. That's our goal. Okay, cool. It took me a moment to notice this, because this is not very well telegraphed. The fact that this is a thing you can slip through. Once I noticed this, I noticed the block, which was in the way of that thing moving further forward. So, okay, we pull the block down, we move the thing forward, the beam goes over there and blasts that. What does that do? It reveals a slot where we could put the orb. Why would we ever put the orb there? The answer is we wouldn't. There is no reason to. We're supposed to get the orb out. So the visual language of the puzzle is telling you this is the next step of the puzzle, getting the orb into the wall. And then nothing indicates what the next step is after that. In fact, if you're looking around here, the only visual language on display for something that is unfinished is that little optional thing right there. And we know that those sparkles are optional things. So that's not progression. So we look at that and we see optional thing. And otherwise we don't see anything. And that's why I stood here for like 2 minutes trying to figure out what the game wanted from me. Apparently, the answer is to ignore that thing completely and just walk outside. Game, could you stop physicsing for a second? There you go, thank you. So we're going to take this back out to this thing. And use this sucker. And the part of the point I'm trying to make here is if that wall slot didn't exist, there's a pretty good chance I would have figured this out immediately. But there's a wall slot. Why is there a wall slot? Near as I can tell, it's literally just there to distract you from actually solving the puzzle. Because, yeah, we were already here. Remember, I even made a joke about it. Ooh.
Think we can ride that updraft across?
Ooh. Sorry for ranting, but, like, that's... I guess I feel vindicated? Because usually I just assume that it's me that I'm an idiot. But no, that's actually bad visual language and puzzle design. Possibly Blade to Fall? It's also possible that the slot is there for the optional thing. I have no idea how to get the optional thing. I kind of don't care. No. Die, monsters. Apparently this slot is not for the optional thing, so that just kind of diminishes that, too.
Off this disc. Let's move, BD.
Look, all I'm saying is it's easy to assume that it's my fault. The internet reminds me that it's my fault every day of my life. I mean, sure, the slot is so you can hold the orb so you can return it through the crack. But there's absolutely no reason to return through the crack, especially with the block right there. In fact, you'll notice I did not return through the crack. I jumped on the block to get back up there. I could have just basketballed the orb over, jumped over, and grabbed it. The slot is completely unnecessary. Lightsabers that shoot beams like a gun. Yes, the Master Sword. Game.
Hey, stop that! Why didn't you all die?
That's why. Yes. There you go.
Those who ask questions find answers.
That is not true. Let me just flatten that idea right now. No, they don't.
Got company.
You know what? You're right. I apologize. I take that sentence back. They find the wrong answers. There we go. Lord Aramon is correct. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? There's two. Okay, no. I was gonna try and screw around with the blaster stance. Nope. Jesus, I don't like this fight already. Did you get up, Cal? Alright, whatever. I mean, I've seen worse runbacks. I, too, have played Dark Souls. Although, by memory, Sekiro pissed me off the most with runbacks. I like Sekiro, but God, those runbacks were terrible. Hi. I really need you to stop tanking the floor, Cal. Please stop tanking the floor, Cal. Please?
Welcome, Jedi. In each world the Republic reaches out to, there are new opportunities to share and learn.
Welcome, Jedi. You have defeated the two giant gorillas I left out there to kill you.
And this planet has much to teach us.
What did you learn, Centauri? Wonder what secrets this place is hiding.
Oh no, I was parrying Blade to All. The problem was my parry timings weren't great because I was fighting two things at the same time. It's easy to tell when I parry because there's no actual feedback, but the fact that I don't get hit. It's actually one of my minor complaints about the combat in this game. I noticed that when I was fighting Jackass Face too. Like, I'd parry and he would just be like, yep. And he would continue the swing as if nothing happened, and it took me a moment to realize I had, in fact, successfully parried.
Okay, let's try that.
BD1 can now spray Kobo matter. Is that a good idea?
We believe Kobo matter originates from deep within the Abyss. This strange substance is enigmatic, but not beyond our ability to study and manipulate. Like all things, once understood, it can be
Neat trick,
channeled
buddy.
and thus controlled.
We're studying Kobo matter in the Abyss. Is that how Dagon made it to Tantalor?
So we could spray tar to spread fire, effectively. That was not on my bingo card this week, I'll tell you what.
I need some help.
Whoops, wrong button. Okay. I was about to say Jedi Outcast is a game where you can just lightsaber everyone instantly. Wait, you can do sayings? Is that legal, Mr. Rowe?
Working together, the Republic and the Jedi Order can understand the mysteries of the galaxy and harness them for the greater good.
For the greater... Sorry.
Sounds like the Order I remember. Everything Kree built here was destroyed by a catastrophe she couldn't foresee. Sometimes it feels like history just repeats itself.
No comment. For those of you who have never heard me rant about the sequel trilogy, for all the many small flaws that I'm bothered by in that existence, the one that bothers me the most by quite a margin is the fact that it's just Star Wars again. Nothing new, nothing different. Just, yep, everything sucks. Galactic Empire's back, Rebel Alliance is back. It was all for nothing. The end. Maximum force increased. Oh, right, sorry, the Empire was actually stronger and had an entire fleet of ships that could destroy planets.
Talking of their dreams for the Abyss.
It is unbecoming to gossip and to eavesdrop.
Yes, Master. My apologies.
Yes, listen to Matt Mercer. He is a wise and trained Jedi Master. So for those of you who didn't watch my Andor streaminations, I spent quite a while talking about it in, I believe, the last episode. And yeah, that's pretty much what it boiled down to, Red Torov. I spent some time delving into it, but the summary is very simple. The problem with the sequel trilogy is that it completely invalidates everything that happened before it. It was all for nothing. Everything that Andor, Cassian himself went through, everything that Saw went through, everything that everyone else went through, all of it was just trashed. Thrown out the window. Because, hey, fascism came back. Okay, cool. No thank you. And that is the nicest possible way I could say that. No thank you. Yeah, it's actually the same thing I don't like about Warhammer 40k. Although supposedly that's not true anymore. Oh yeah, that's why I stopped reading comics. No, that is the reason I stopped reading comics. Everything was just, yep, circling around. Nothing's changing. Status quo is God, endlessly and forever. Boring. I got sick of it.
Another one cleared. We should be able to ride the updraft to the far side now.
Now, I'll tell you the word for the sequel trilogy. Legitimately. No personal bias involved. There's no personal preference involved. The word for the sequel trilogy is a mess. The more you know about the behind the scenes of the sequel trilogy, the more you're aware that it was a colossal mess. That's... Come on. Other way. Other way. There you go.
Shut down! Bad Here I come! Sluggish! Time to power down, Jedi! Here we go!
Yeah, Spider-Man is a perfect example of why I get sick of that trope. Anyways.
I begin to worry for this project.
It is not our place to question.
Yes, do not question the order.
Sense something amiss.
I actually like Revenge of the Sith. I have no idea how to review. Someday, I will review the Star Wars films. Someday. I haven't had time to do really basic stuff with my life recently, so I haven't even gotten to Star Trek 4, never mind Star Wars 4. And yeah, it'll be the next and last time I watch the sequel trilogy, too. It'll be interesting to review them, because I have made my disdain for those films very clear. But that's not what a review is about. I am actually quite interested to see how the sequel trilogy reviews. Like, if we're being honest, most of the films are going to review.
Enemies of peace threaten the galactic frontier and our republic. Once we cross the abyss, Tanalor could be a bastion to repel that threat. A beacon for hope and justice across the Outer Rim.
Tanalor was more than a mission to her. It was a dream of a better future.
Ahem. What I was trying to say was that most of the Star Wars films, we have a pretty good idea how they're going to review, right? Like, there's not a lot of question marks there. Empire will score high. Return will probably still score high despite its issues. Revenge will score high. I'm not sure about A New Hope. We'll see. 2 will score badly. 1 will score badly. The only and honestly, 7 will probably score average. That just leaves 8 and 9. I have no idea. I have no idea how 8 and 9 are going to score. Hey, Mockingbirds. 100% humidity and 100 degrees. Perfect weather. That is just amazeballs weather right there. I am so sorry. That, in contrast to my complaints earlier, is actually a nice quality of life feature. You notice there's a tiny ledge right there, right past where the door comes down. In other words, it automatically stops it when you push it forward right where it needs to be. Yeah, literally combating the physics engine. Yes, 9 is somehow Palpatine returned. That's 9. Oh, man. Much jealousy, Jet Stream. Ooh, a perk. Which I can't do anything with yet. Remind me to look at that later.
What took you so long?
I came as fast as I could. My master is insistent.
Well, you don't have to worry about that. Not back here.
Aw. Padawans escaping their masters. Tale as old as time. Oh god, you have no idea, Trahexia. What's funny is, by absolute coincidence, I was doing well enough at that point in my life to be able to afford that surgery. As a reminder, I had to pay for the surgery on my nose out of pocket up front. That was not cheap. I was fortunate enough to be able to do so. Oh, 9's not even close to the worst movie I've ever seen. I've seen some bad cinema in my life. Like that, no. Like I said, from a review perspective, I'm pretty curious how that's going to turn out. So I can see that going a lot of ways. Okay, so it doesn't cross the beams. Can it go on the floor? It can go on the floor. There's a weird series of rules here for what this can touch and what it can't, which makes sense. It's a video game. I get it. Interesting. No, I have already predicted that I think the worst scoring film will be 2. I don't know if that's true or not. Obviously, I haven't reviewed it yet. But I do think the worst scoring film will be Attack of the Clones. Yeah, no, exactly, Kitten Fan. There's just too much good visual storytelling and graphics usage and all that kind of stuff in 7, 8, 9. 1, even, is at least interesting and has good moments. 2, what does 2 have going for it? The first Battle of Geonosia? Like, that's kind of it. Alright, Mockingbirds. What did you like about it? No judgment. It's not what this is about. Judge. Oh, sorry. Darkest Dungeon 1. Anachronox. Evil Genius 2. You got it. Thank you, Dr. Winter. But whenever I hear someone say something like you gotta quantify it, right? You can't just say, I love Birdemic. No, why? Good, Valerian. Good to know. Hello, baby. That's true, I did. Can you help me really bit? I'm trying to figure out what I should hit with my laser, okay? So we've got the big ship over there, right? We've got the waterfalls. We've got... What are those? Well, those are fumaroles. Do you see the fumaroles?
Bad guy.
There's no bad guys here. I already killed them all. They're dead. I'm serious, actually. Here, check it out. I'll show you. I'll show you their corpses. Unless they despawned. Oh, shoot, they despawned. No. It's okay. They were just robots. I wouldn't kill people, would I?
Yes. But why do you have a robot riding your back?
Oh, that's a good robot. You can tell because it's green. Do you like my lightsabers?
Yeah. They're Yona's favorite color.
Yes, they are. Wom. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to try to ride... No, it's not a bad guy. It's going to help us. Ready? We got to get across this path. You think we can make it?
Yes, across all the lasers.
Let's try it. All right, let's... Okay, so we got to go this way. We want to get that fumarole. And then we're going to go right... Yeah. Whoa, hey, what was that? Never mind, we're going to go right here. I was going to go that way. Oh, I hear a robot. I hear a robot who's named. That's a bad thing. Hang on, let's go grab this.
Let's stop.
Let's heal. Let's heal really quick.
But why do you have to do that to heal?
That's because it's a video game, and the video games usually only allow you to recover at specific points. So this is a healing spot. Make sense?
Oh.
All right, you ready to go fight the bad guy?
Yeah.
All right, let's go find him. And hero. There he is. He's right there. Do you see him? Do you see him through the wall?
Yeah.
He's an
But
evil robot. Do you think we can defeat him?
But I can smell him.
You can't smell him. He's a robot. What would a robot smell like?
Cake?
Okay, let's go defeat the cake robot.
How does he have that?
That's a good question.
Thing? The yellow that flips you. Yeah, that kind of.
Oh, I already don't like this fight. Oh, that is way too little time. Okay, fine.
But Cyrus, can you help me make a rainbow with this?
I can't. I don't know how to.
It's a mirror, so you reflect it.
Another sim.
I summon strength.
Darn it.
And I'll show you what to do.
Careful over there.
Quick, help!
Is it working?
No. That's why we need help. These cats are careful.
Oh.
You hang it on your fingers.
Oh, I see.
So, every day and every night, try to.
Oh, I see. That's some good persistence there.
But I'm fluffy right now. Simons, can I play something on your phone?
Yes, but can you wait until I beat this robot? He's trying to kill me right now. He's doing a good job of it.
I think he's the boss of them. There's millions and millions of those.
That's right. There's lots of these guys.
There's millions and millions of robot bosses. But when will your good robot help you?
There, we got him.
But was your good robot signaling it?
Not trying to use the force.
No, the good robot was trying to heal me.
Can I get a
Oh.
BD?
Now I don't think he smells like cake anymore, does he?
It still smells like every kind of candy.
Every kind of candy simultaneously?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Let me take my paws off.
Okay. It's probably a good move. Now, let me check your hands. Your hands are very orange. Why are your hands so orange?
Because I was drinking Gatorade.
That... Do me a favor. Go wash your hands, please.
If you don't want your phone to get orange.
Exactly. Now go, scooch, scooch.
It's all dry.
What?
It's all dry.
I know, but I would like you to go wash your hands, please. Probably not, but please wash your hands. Yeah, she's been drinking Gatorade, which means she's been getting into the Gatorade powder. They just had to replace one of their Gatorade tins because of her mixing Gatorade with Parmesan cheese, shredded Parmesan.
Buddy.
It smelled exactly as terrible as whatever you're picturing.
Very good, buddy.
It was bad.
No getting through. strange device.
That's the one, Mockingbirds. Alright, let me see. Let me see. Alright.
But it didn't come off.
Destroy it now. Wait!
Centauri. Whatever this device is, Dagon killed other Jedi for it.
Yep. He is, in fact, evil. I know that's shocking. One sec. I want to test something really quick.
Did you notice that there's a robot making a robot?
I did not. You should go make a robot.
Fine.
Okay, well, you don't have to make any more, then. You can make as many robots as you want to. 0 or many.
Let's move, BD.
I was half wondering if he would respawn. Like, he seems like a boss, but you never know. Didn't I already see this? Yeah, I literally already saw this game. We can go.
Hey, BD. A little help? Good work, BD. I think Master T'Pol had this one.
Wait!
That window leads back outside.
Centauri.
Hold them back! Look out!
I can't!
Yep, Dagon killed the younglings, too. Might be a bad guy. He's at least a 0.5 Anakin.
Kree had a lab on Kobo's moon. Maybe we can learn more there.
I love how BD1 sits and tries to emulate our meditation stance. 2 new perks. Nobody reminded me to establish the perks. Yeah, okay. So, is there a thing here? Because, like... Yeah, our next destination is leave. We're done. There is a thing over there, though. Hello, Elazar. Hi. Fine, Mockingbirds. I will go back to the terrible stances. Suck at the game, die many times, and then go back to the correct stance. Just for you.
Told you you should have hired a guide.
Let's stop.
Alright. What do we got? Lightsaber throws do more damage. Parry timing is shorter, but you do more stamina damage when you parry. Isn't Grandmaster already like a 3-frame window? Marksmanship, that costs 3. Nah, I'm good. All of those suck. Hang on. What? That looks like I can make that jump. That's because I can. Okay, cool. Can I see it? Oh, nice. Is it delicious? Is it nutritious?
Hello? Hello? Someone help us.
What the hell is this?
Excuse me! Would you be so kind as to dispatch this beast?
We will make it worth your while.
Well, if I'm fighting something real, I should probably switch back to a real combat stance. No, Mockingbirds, I have not. We came here first. Because this looked like the worst thing to do. Hang on 1 second, baby. I'm trying to fight a giant monster which is trying to eat me. I don't think that's a tiger. I think it's more like a gorilla type thing. Alright, I'm looking. Nice.
Ready, BD?
You know what? I'm kind of sick of this. I'm just going to turn it down.
Who needs a good scratch? Now!
My patience is completely gone at this point. Damage, health, parry, timing, and aggressiveness are the 4 things. I do. I think that's the best one of the 3 you've done so far.
Toss me a stim, bud. Thanks, buddy.
But you see how much of a difference it is just putting it down 1 step. Even while using the crap stance, I was able to just crush through that without even trying. And that's the problem. I kind of don't want to turn it down. What I want is to be able to adjust those 3 things individually. Right? Like, honestly, what I really want, if I had a say in the matter, is I'd probably do something like that, but then reduce just damage. I'm tired of getting 2-shot by a random droid because I wasn't paying attention for 3 seconds. It's just tiresome, right? So being able to just down damage, but everything else up, would be my personal ideal. Hell, I might even go this high, I don't know. But yeah, custom mode is a great feature. It's the kind of thing that gets its own positives in games when it exists for a good reason. Instead, I have to live with the fact that the enemy aggression is crap on this mode in exchange for the fact that they're not killing me in 3 shots. Anyways, I rescued you. Hi.
Well done! What a show! Come here, my warrior friend.
Wow.
I haven't seen such fighting since the championship.
We are in your debt.
What are you doing out here?
We were out looking for the biggest, strongest beasts to fight each other. Winner take all. Within our Holo Tactics game table, of course.
Holo Tactics?
What?
That's right. And you have just helped us gather beastly data for our game. Just as soon as we find a place to set up shop, of course.
My friend might be interested. He runs Pyloon Saloon.
Ah, yes. The saloon at Rambler's Reach.
That dumb? I didn't realize it was open. Well, tell you what. We're more than happy to bring holotactics to Pyloons. Could liven up the place. Let us make haste, Tully Moo.
All things in their own time, Bhima.
See you around.
I do, actually, Free. Valerian asks a really good question. It's kind of one of the theoretical points of a review. Should I buy? Just nominate both, Kenix Cow. Just be simple about it. If it becomes an issue, I can parse down the list later. Yeah, it's like it feels like a lateral move more than anything else, you know. Some of these things are better, just demonstrably, objectively better than the first game, and then some of them are demonstrably and objectively worse. I suppose that's normal. I suppose I'll go with a yes at the end of the day. If you like Jedi Fallen Order, there's a pretty good chance you will like Survivor. If I was to put a piece of advice, which I actually will be putting in the review document, I would say poke at the open world stuff, and if you don't like the open world stuff, don't. Just walk away from it.
Oh, quit complaining. I'm almost done. There! Good as new. Whew, what a wingspan. I see why they call you gliders. Bet you could fly around all of Kobo, couldn't you? Okay, off you go. Don't be a stranger.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, no, there's also the obvious problem of the fact that if you buy this game right now, you're giving money to the Saudis. And that's up to you. All I care about is that you're informed of the choice.
Don't kill me!
Kill you? I just saved your fool life. Who are you, anyway?
I'm Turgle.
Well, if you won't keep breathing, you best follow me. This is Raider territory.
More where that came from.
Even trying.
Not done, idiot.
Like I said, that's your call, Loner, not mine. That's the whole point of that discussion. And yeah, this thing goes on sale for like $5 every now and again.
We should show this to Cage.
In fact, I think I picked it up for 10. Yeah, I know I can force push. I'm never going to. It's R2. That's way over there. So that's still locked off, so I'm not going to bother with that. That's a way forward, and that's a way forward. But, similar to the advice I just gave, I'm not sure how much I care. But yes, if for the, I think, a third time this particular run, The whole point of the Hills and Chocolate concept is that you cannot stand on every hill. You cannot be fully ethical. It's not possible. So you pick your hills. You don't judge people for their hills. You don't judge people for not picking your hills. That's it. That's all. I have been told more than once that people use my reviews as a way to decide if they should buy a game, and I will take that as a compliment. I do, but that doesn't, like, that has nothing to do with the statement, Valerian, so I'm not going to addendum that because it's not, like, that's unrelated. I can chew bubblegum, or I can swallow bubblegum, or I can eat cheesecake. Like, there's no connecting thread there. I'm sorry. That says no. You know what? I bet if I had a bird. Where's a chocobo? I'll go back to Pyloons. We have to try out this new minigame after all. You see what that camera's been doing, by the way? It's been doing that the entire time. I thought it was my controller at first, but I did a few tests, and no, it's just the game is doing this weird camera reset thing. Like something's bugged with how it adjusts the camera. It's very strange. And yeah, I found that out yesterday too, Maverick. Believe it or not. I mean, if there's ever a time to get away with that, Valerian, it is right now, with the IRS being massively defunded. But I would still not recommend doing so.
No one mentioned this meditation chamber.
I mean, it's a dumb phrase, Mockingbirds. And you've probably heard me repurpose it before. Because nowadays I just use it to say, I want my cake and I want to eat it too. In other words, I don't believe in the no-win scenario. I don't believe in impossible. Screw it. We're gonna make it happen.
Is not always the truth of the world. The world bends to the will of the Force. As such, it may also bend to you.
Interesting. I mean, one thing I noticed a long time ago was that people will use phrases instead of thinking. Let me try that sentence again to try to convey what I'm trying to say. Some people will say like a famous quote from someone, and that's their argument, is the famous quote. It's like, okay. It's the presumption that the quote is automatically true. There we go. Yep. There we go. Yeah, nope, I figured. I'll just stand right... Oh, shoot. I shouldn't do that. What's funny is I have also repurposed that quote.
Careful. I haven't trained like this since I was a Padawan.
That which does not kill me does not make me stronger. I make me stronger by refusing to let it kill me. And yes, I have seen quite a bit of X-Files. I believe I've seen all of it until the reboot, and I probably never will see that. I guess this is a dead end. Okay. Not there. Yeah, normally we give positives for things like these kind of logs, but this has just been, okay, rather unimpressive.
I'm exhausted.
Keep going. It'll be over soon.
We can hope.
Broke something. Good scene. First, Cancer Man was like the best character in that show, don't at me. That doesn't look like it make it, but I don't see anywhere else to go, so I'm assuming we can make that. Oh, I'm stupid. And we'll just die really quick here. Oh, it's way over there. Okay. Well, that's okay. I'll just slice through this. Ow. Yeah, since when has dying ever actually killed anyone? Give me a break. I have actually heard that several times, Free, that some of these puzzles are just, what? I'm probably not going to 100% these. And by that I mean I am with total certainty, not going to 100% these. I might look up a list of, like, either cosmetics and or trinkets, accessories. Make, like, a wish list and beeline a few things. But I'm not going to bother for the sweep. Quest completed. We'll see, Mook. I am comfortable not bothering in this game. Yeah, like get stims, get accessories I actually want, stuff like that. I mean, you've seen, I have actually been getting several of these. Yeah, you are correct, Mook. PFR does exist for a reason. Well, got that quest off our map, which is my primary goal there. There's so many places we haven't been to. It's just discouraging. Like, look at how much of that map we have not covered. Every yellow line is somewhere we haven't been. Look at that. Look at that. What's up? Ooh. Is that the car you're going to use? Well, which one are you going to use? Don't use the pickle. Oh, that's a good pick. That's a monster truck. Can you say monster truck? There you go.
I did it really fast.
You did. Monster truck. Monster truck. Yeah, so far, thank God, it's just been the one. Although there's also a little bit of knock on wood with that. Right, so yeah, let's look at all this and just kind of... Nope, okay, we're good. There's a rumor above the town. No, I scheduled this game for pretty much. This one right here? Oh, Jesus, okay, well, I'm guessing we get there if you hit there. So, where are we? I really wish we had that Hearthstone. And that's why. Game. I would fast travel if I could. There. But instead we have a waypoint system. For those of you not aware of the distinction, fast travel means you can travel to any spot from anywhere with some provisos. Oblivion, right? Waypoint is Diablo 2. You go to a waypoint, and once you're on the network, you can access any of the other waypoints. Better at the very least, Mr. Red. And yeah, Morrowind is kind of multiple waypoint systems, which is part of the point of Morrowind and one of the better things about their waypoint system. I admit I'm not a huge fan of it. I do prefer Oblivion's fast travel system. But the waypoint system still, works. Hello, baby bear. Remember, you have to stay quiet. But thank you for staying quiet. Ooh, I see. You can get it. You can get it. Alright, where am I? So I want to go up here. Okay. Bounties are available. Did you know? Well, part of Oblivion's benefit was Oblivion actually had overworld design in addition to the fast travel. It's easier to explain what I mean by explaining what the opposite is, because nowadays I can point to Starfield. Starfield is how you make fast travel bad. To put it as absolutely simply as I possibly can. That's garbage. That is using fast travel instead of actually having like map flow, guidance, overworld design, traversal, or literally just stuff to do. Instead, everything starts inside the little towns, and then you fast travel to where you want to go, and then you fast travel back. And then you fast travel to the next destination, and then you fast travel everywhere. There's always a loading screen, an overly long loading screen, because Starfield was optimized by monkeys. But yeah, exactly. In Oblivion, if you decide to never touch the fast travel system, your gameplay experience isn't diminished. And that's kind of the key part right there. Fast travel in Oblivion is completely optional. You can roam the overworld. It is not arduous. In fact, there's stuff to do, too. There's stuff to do, there's stuff to see, there's stuff to loot, there's little side stories, there's random visual storytelling thing, there's alchemy ingredients you can get, there's monsters you can encounter, etc., etc. Tons of side little dungeons you can peruse into, just to get a little bit of whatever, right? There's a reason to not use the fast travel. What are you two girls doing? No. It's okay. Do you want to go to the beach, baby?
Let's start. Silly Zagmas. I'll save you.
I'm watching.
It's a little loud there. What?
It's okay. Not the monster truck. Sorry, I gotta say it right. Okay, there you go. Perfect.
Monster truck.
You gotta say it real fast. Monster truck. Monster truck.
Now I have Kira.
Monster truck.
Kira.
I see it. Starfield is daggerful. I mean, no lies detected.
Hi there.
Don't mind the beast. She don't like strangers. The mountain don't neither. You be careful.
I'll try. Thanks.
Something blisters one almighty racket. Have your belts for feet? What's your name, lad? If I'm to hold a grudge, best to know the name.
I'm Cal. This is BD1.
My bantam old mum dubbed me Scuba Stev. Scuba the Fisher, am I?
You know, there's a fish tank down in Pyloon Saloon that could use some attention.
Pylon Saloon? That'll have an infested watering hole down in yon valley.
All right. Did I ask?
Ah, fine, twist my arm. I'll do it.
Meet me at the saloon and we'll appraise this so-called tank.
Huh? Find something, buddy? Let's see what's up ahead, buddy. Breathe.
This won't be easy.
Think of the rewards, Shanna. Come on.
Okay.
Hey, look at this.
Eyes up, trooper. Intruder. Do we open fire? Let's shoot him. Negative. This force field can withstand anything these locals throw at it. Authorized access only. Turn back, scum.
Just passing through, officer.
Nothing that ain't made of Durasteel is passing through this electron wall. Weapons hot, sir. Let's shoot him before he gets ideas. Negative. We've got our orders.
Sure you can't make an exception?
You smell that, scum? That's Imperial air you're breathing. So get back before I forget my orders and we see how tough you really are.
Why don't you drop the shield and we'll find out? You will lower the shield. I already showed you my authorization.
You already showed me your authorization. Sir? TK-783 to base command. Lower the shield. What? Wait, what?
We need to use this.
welcome, welcome. Make yourself at home.
Guys, I apparently have to cut off rather suddenly. I'll be back.